Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Wordle tutorial, 8:02 a.m. Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. And we got a big old coastal storm here in Yorktown, Virginia. Supposed to have lots of winds and about 3 inches of rain. And we're about 3 miles from Chesapeake Bay. Happy Mayflower Day. It's the 400th anniversary of the Pilgrims leaving Plymouth, England on September 16th, 1620, looking for a better life. So here we go. Wrote, my favorite starting Wordle word. Financial term, and we got the T green in that fourth position and the E there. Let's use my ETAOIN SHRDLUC system. ETAOIN SHRDLUC SHRDLUC. So let's review that again. ETAOIN SHRDLUC SHRD. So now let's make a word with these two letters and 3 of these letters. See what we're doing? Okay, so let's start with the I because that's the most common. Play the math. I-E-I-N I-N-H, don't see anything there. How about start with the N? N-O-R-T, I was thinking north, no, doesn't make sense. And neath, N-E-A-T-H, like beneath, can't use the A. Don't say anything there. Let's start with the S. S-I-E, S-E-I, S-H, S-H-E, boy, not seeing much here. Let's see what other vowels we have on. See, the A and the O are already out. Get the U, the sometimes Y. We could do spite, S-P-I-T-E. You know, can't have the E there. So let's see the E. Start with the E. E. Boy, nothing jumping out at all. Bummer. D. Oh, deity. There you go. D-E-I-T-Y. That uses that Y. D-E-I-T-Y. That jumped right out at me. That'd be pretty sweet to get it in 2. We did that just the other day. It doesn't happen very often. No. Okay, but we got a real good shot to get this in 3, which is always nice. So after the second guess, always a good time to review your vowels. A is out. Got the E. Maybe another one. I and O are all out. Haven't used the U yet, and we got the sometimes Y. So now let's use my ETAOIN SHRDLUC system again. ETAOIN SHRDLUC SHRDLUC. So those are the next 5 most common letters. So let's plug these in one by one from left to right and see what jumps up here. N-E, S-E-H-E, hefty, H-E-F-T-Y. Don't want to guess that F, but we're going with that if we don't see anything else. L-E-U, beauty. That's 6 letters, and you need an A. N, let's go one more time. Did I miss anything? N-E-S-E-H-E-L-E. Lefty, like someone who's left-handed. So we got hefty or lefty. U, the H is more common than the L, so playing the math, we'll go with hefty. Let's plug these letters in here real quick. E, E-N-T-Y, blank, E-N-T-Y, E-S-T-Y. Testy, could be testy, T-E-S-T-Y, but don't want to guess the double T. So we got hefty, lefty, and testy. H, hate choices. Darn it. The idea of this system is to not have choices. E-H-T-Y, E-L-T-Y, E-U-T-Y. Felty, E-F-E-L-T-Y, something made of felt. I don't think it's going to be that one. E-U-T-Y. Okay, now real quick, let's go through the alphabet here before we decide on those guesses. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, melty, M-E-L-T-Y, like the ice is melty. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be felty or melty. N, O, P, Q, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Wealthy, something that brings up welts. You get hit in the leg, brings up a welty. I'm not thinking it's going to be wealthy either, so we're going to eliminate that. X, Y, Z. So I'm going to eliminate the felty, melty, and wealthy, and we'll go with testy. What was our original? Hefty or lefty. So hefty, lefty, or testy. Now we'll eliminate testy because it's got the 2 T's. So now we're down to hefty or lefty, and going with our first guess, and the H is more common than the L, we're going with hefty. So see how we reverse engineered that. So, and it was not hefty, so I guess it's lefty, right? Darn it. So much for reverse engineering and going with the numbers. Real quick, I'm going to go through the alphabet. I don't think there's anything there. Okay, it is lefty. Okay, that's it. So, kind of a bummer. Came down to hefty or lefty, and I went with I went with the math. So, what can you do? So, yesterday's Wordle was, boy, now I forgot it. Anyway, you can watch my video if you want to see that. Well, that's it, and stay safe if you're here in the storm, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. Got my boxer dogs hanging out with me.